Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Mauzycasts channel, and today we are going to basically cast an old series. So, as you can already see in the chat, it says, let the pain begin. We have a best of 7. Probably it's going to be the longest best of 7 that I've casted so far. And you can see that we got a couple of people here in the chat already. We're gonna commentate with one of the protagonists, the player who spawned in the top right side of Altitude, if you remember that map. So let's present our players, shall we? In the top right side, as our ping Zerg, it is gonna be with the name Sandstone, but this is platinumheroes GamerHells. And facing Gamer, you could see it for a split second. It's going to be our red Terran player. Quite notorious, I would say, in the team at least, for what he does. This is none other than ToonDragon. Makes noise, cheers, claps. Oh yeah, we should do it with artificial stuff. Also, I realized, since it's a new thing, damaged. There we go. Sorry. Sometimes if the replay is old, you know, when you actually have to start it up in StarCraft's offline mode, it actually resets a couple of things, mainly the hotkeys. Kind of defaults to my main account or something like that. I don't know, it feels kind of weird, but yeah, I know that because I have the mouse edge scrolling, so if I move my mouse here, I cannot have that. I use drag scroll on a key, and now I press that key and I can actually move my screen smoothly, so I don't have to press mouse button 3 and then, you know, make my hand shake after like 15 hours of casting. Yeah, it's probably better than every other scroll. I also enjoy it. I specifically enjoy it for MOBAs, honestly. I really enjoy it for MOBAs, and I really enjoy it specifically for Dota 2 for some reason. The rest is like, whatever, but I really enjoy it for Dota 2. Now, we had a standard opener over here. Gamer is prioritizing his third base, of course, and oh, actually getting speed quite late. So what did we have different from here? We have one more queen on the way, so that's going to be a third queen. I'm curious what we're going to have. ToonDragon seems to be playing a 1-1-1 with the second gas, potentially after the factory. We're going to have a double reactor. I don't know if I actually saw this. So normally what you are doing is you swap the reactor on the barracks, you swap it with the factory, and then you can start producing Callions off of a reactor. And usually you would go for a third base, and you would make a tech lab with the barracks and then the starport. So the starport, and then I believe tech lab from the barracks. So what will happen then is you're gonna have basically the opportunity to create banshees. Now, this overlord was queued up quite from far away, so this map being super high in terms of like hiding spots, it has a super high hiding spot count for any kind of tech building. Just look at the map, like look how big it is. This is the double zoom out, so you can actually hide it wherever you want on the map, also on the bottom. So it's really difficult to actually find a proxy, or like, not talking about the first building proxy. We're talking mainly about something like you know, these tech buildings, or hiding like pylons, dark shrines, hiding the tech building, something like that. Okay, this is interesting. So we're gonna have the barracks in the wall, and we have a reactor factory, and we're gonna have a battlecruiser starting. Okay, so first two medevacs are going out, and this is an indicator for bio usually, but this is really interesting, because this is not looking like it's gonna be a bio. At least I never actually saw this build. So this is a 2-1-1-esque double medevac drop without stim, that is going to be followed up by a BC. Is that a thing? Well, honestly, I haven't seen it, but I haven't actually seen that. Wait, is this a 2-1-1? It's not a 2-1-1. It was a 1-1-1, which makes it even more of a surprise, honestly, to me personally. So it literally didn't achieve too much. A couple of links were taken down, and that's pretty much it. 8 Marines have been lost. Queens are in position. Beautiful queen count here by GamerHells. Not even 6 minutes and we already have 8 queens. And we still have the 9th queen in production. Do we have any kind of spores after that shenanigan? I don't think so. We have the links moving out on the map. Potentially going to go for a flank and check for a third base on the triangle location. Nope, no stim. Not at all. Bailing speed on the way, and we have 2 extra factories, so the call on the mech was correct. And GamerHells, actually the huge scout over here. Hello, Draco. No tech on barracks, so probs no stim or combat. Yeah, this is 100% mech. And this was a 1-1-1 into third base and battlecruiser with the double medevac drop first. ToonDragon goes mech, that's new. I love the sarcasm. So if you don't know ToonDragon, he loves battlecruisers. He destroyed me with battlecruisers in Nation League. And he just is not afraid to actually put his battlecruiser here on the line and just, you know, show it. And now, in combination with the medevac that survived, basically, it is going to be quite interesting. There is a second medevac. I wouldn't have minded if this medevac would have came along, you know, just to have more healing power. Are you even an SC2 player if you never lost a ToonDragon mech? I don't think so. I think that's like that's something that you need to do. So ToonDragon has a teleport and he can actually use that. Let's see, is it gonna happen? Nope. By the looks of it, it's not gonna happen. You can think of one SC player it's never lost to ToonDragon. Is that you? Hello, Stukov. In the meantime, ToonDragon is saturating the third base at the triangle position, and we're gonna have Blue Flame on the way, or rather known as Inferno Pre-Igniter, if we want to go for the specific technical name. That is the actual name, by the way. Blue Flame is like, yeah, Blue Flame is basically just a cute term because it's easier to memorize it. I mean, their flame is gonna turn blue, and Blue Flame. Everyone loses to Toon at least once. Oh, you wait. Oh, you can't think of one SC player. Okay. I read I can't think of one. Blue Flame is the option. They just spelled it wrong. Card game or SC2 gonna lose to ToonDragon. Yeah. Good old Yu-Gi-Oh! If you don't get it, guys, it's a Yu-Gi-Oh! Reference, so at least I think it's a Yu-Gi-Oh! Reference. Oh, that's a big snipe there. All 4 Hellions and the medevac have gone down. We have a Roach Warren coming up almost 9 minutes in the game. And wait a second, did we get any air units? No mutas have been... No mutas or corruptors have been constructed, but there is the first corruptor coming up. Do we have... Oh, we have a second battlecruiser. So now the double battlecruiser count, it could actually just go into the fight and just do some damage. So Lingbane is still the current composition right now, and Roach Speed is on the way. Maybe we're gonna play Lingbane Ravagers, sniping planetaries here and there. Let's see if that's going to be the case. Huge depot wall over here, and I love that he's already constructing sensor towers. He has something to deal with the Bailings. First series of EWC? No, this is the finals of EWC. What do you mean it's a best of 7? It says there. No, gamer, you literally played EWC, you just didn't know about it. 3.4 and below division. Was ToonDragon 3.4 or below that at the time? Because I remember ToonDragon, when I faced him, he was my level, and I was like 3.5, 3.6, something along those lines. Couple corruptors. Ooh, 9 corruptors. That should be enough to deal with these BCs. Maybe a couple more are needed. Roaches are in production, and we have the drones being pulled out. Ooh, this is looking nice. Oh, we're just barely not managing to snipe this. It's gonna teleport out everything. What's his MR now? 7.3k. I heard Cyril is purchasing coachings for his Terran run in 2025. And he's doing coaching sessions with ToonDragon. Since there's no SC player who hasn't lost to ToonDragon. I heard Maru was even more devastated from losing to ToonDragon than losing to Oliveira. Although he said he would not be able to wash off the shame of losing to Oliveira. So, by the way, guys, that was an actual interview. Since we have enough time to actually talk about these, and there's no teleport, this BC is gonna fall. Not sure why that BC was hovering around there, but 4th base is on the way. Gamer already has the 5th base, and it's interesting that ToonDragon is on 88 workers, and he's basically going into the late game with this worker count. Toon coached Oliveira during the IEM he won? Yes, exactly. I mean, they're basically playing on the same server, right? I mean, or close to it. Something along those lines. There is water in the middle. Unit standing in the water should be immune to Hellion Fire. Unless you have Blue Flame. Oh, these Hellions are gonna go down. Nice snipe here by Gamer. 2 drones have fallen, not that big of a deal. So, in terms of units lost, look at that. So, resources lost wise, this is a really, really cool game for GamerHells. Hey, buddy. Or, hey, buddy. Everyone knows blue flames are cold. That's why they're blue, you know? It's a cold color. Trust me, that gets worse. Fair enough. Hive is on the way. A bit late than I would expect it. Says if they play mech, I would say you can go a bit greedier. Says it's gonna be very, very, very difficult to do anything about it. Now, judging by the mineral gas imbalance over here, it is gonna be a hard game. Oh, he's gonna go in with everything. Let's see if that's gonna be enough or not. Couple of Ravager Vials will deal a very, very nice job, and all of a sudden that resources lost sab is looking absolutely amazing. We'll check if there is a Shift B command over here. I'm not sure what it was created with. Oh, nice snipes over here against the Thor as well. This is a beautiful fight here from GamerHells. Up 25 supply, 26. Oh no, actually 25. Okay, there we go. It was 26, but the game corrected me, or basically just caught up to my standards. I was ramming it out, guys. You know how it goes. I love the planetary on the ramp, by the way. That was before Toon's prime. This is your prime. Or do we even have primes? Like, I guess my prime was when I was like platinum or something. Because that's the moment when I won a tournament. 2 seconds later, Zerg remaxed. Yes. Zerg is remaxed instantly. I mean, it's not that difficult to macro once you get to that stage with the Zerg. Nobody denies that. At least if they do, then they're delusional. If they say Zerg macro in the... Like, if they say Zerg macro in its essence is difficult, then they're delusional. Because all you need to do is Queen's Overlord's drones. Then you get to a perfect drone count. Then you make units. And that's it. And then you just expand. I was watched the day after when I went back to 4.5 in one session. Cool story, bruh. I'm just kidding. Ooh, okay, so Scan comes down. I believe he sees the hive, right? Oh yeah, sees the hive. Wait, does he? No, he actually doesn't. Look at that difference. So he doesn't catch the hive with that. We have a couple of Hellions ready for a run by, but the Queens are a tad bit out of position, which I don't like necessarily, for the obvious reasons. But now, oh, the tanks on the high ground are absolutely amazing. We have 9 tanks, 5 Thors, and 3 BCs. Never mind. That 9 tank count actually got up to 13, so we're in a really good spot. Oh, BCs are going to teleport out. No damage taken there, or crucial damage taken there whatsoever. Look at that army. This army is getting beefier and beefier. These Hellions are doing a lot of damage this time around. The Bullbalings will roll into them. The Roaches will actually clean it up. So I believe we should expect... Wait a moment. Oh, second Spire is on the way. And we have +3/+3 on the way, as well as +2 flyer attacks. Now I wouldn't mind a couple of Vipers, for example. A couple of Vipers, I feel like they would be great. Some Infestors with Neural, of course. But that's not easy. I know that is absolutely not easy to use. Especially if you are on the level that these two players are. We are not seasoned spellcaster users. We love to overwhelm our opponents and snowball the games, but it is difficult to actually control late game Zerg. Especially if you play double spellcaster, you need to flank with Corruptors and the main army and also have a run by. Do you tell people you are 4.9k or 4.5? 4.5. That's a good question, Wingin. No, you know what he tells? He's saying that he's a Stormgate top 100 player. Because that's what he is. He left StarCraft behind. Now he's making YouTube content. He's making YouTube content and he's streaming over at twitch.tv/wingant. And also making YouTube content under the same name. Be sure to check him out. !DC, join my Discord channel, and he is posting his content in my Discord as well, so top 100 out of top 100 players. Come on, Draco. Wingant is actually a solid player. He loves to meme and everything, but he's actually a decent Stormgate player, so can't complain about that. A few thousand, well, that's still better. That's still better than the rest of the few thousand players, right? From top 101 all the way to the last of those few thousand. Oh, I love... I actually love this. Alright, I managed to mute myself before I started coughing all over the place. Extra base. Oh, double expand actually. Or, well, we can technically count this as double expanding, but it's actually just finishing a base and then already starting another one. Keep the Mexicans out. Oh, gamer, come on. Don't do this. Don't do this. This ain't America. This isn't Fluffy's show either. I don't see. I know I'm getting bigger and bigger, but I'm still not on the level of Gabriel Iglesias. Is it? Where am I? Keep the Americans. I don't know. I'm lost. Let's just not keep anyone in or out. How about that? I'm gonna get banned by the end of this series. I feel like I already feel it. Alright, ToonDragon is going to start eventually sieging away this base. Okay, single tank is gonna move up the high ground, and now, oh, the fight is commencing, but oh, that's a lot of Terran mech. It's gonna be difficult. We need a couple of Vipers, we need some Infestors with Neural. Oh my god, no, there's 3 Ghost Academies coming up. Uh-oh, and we have extra barracks, so that means we're gonna go up to a pretty nice ghost count. Do we have a Ghost Academy already? Nope, that's not the case. The space is gonna go down. He's gonna cook nukes if I have to guess, honestly. Otherwise you would not go for more than one. I know he loves nukes as well, so... Okay. It's gonna clean up. Gamer is gonna clean up a couple of those units over here, but is that gonna be even enough for what he wants to achieve here, which is a W? I don't think so. But honestly, honestly, so far, you call it pain, and yes, this looks painful in terms of like what we see on the screen for the Zerg player. But this has been a really fun series. Of course, shout out to my Twitch chat for keeping me entertained and just, you know, being active. It's the most you can do here on this channel. You can throw at me a couple $100 and it still would not pay for any. Well, technically it would pay for viewers, but no, that's not the case. I know it would pay for viewers because there's like at least 2 bots every single stream that come here and try to advertise them. Another shout out to Samo as well for basically like moderating the chat constantly. It was painful and it gets worse. I'm not talking about, you know, how it feels to play this. I'm talking about how it feels casting this. So far, I don't want to jinx it, but so far it's not bad. You're basically a bot that fills Twitch chat with bullshit. I don't think so. You have your moments, yes, with what do you call it? You have your moments with like memes and all that stuff, but that's absolutely not a bad thing. Oh no, the small amount of creep lacking here. Brenda, get back on creep. Oh, couple of rabs. That base. This SCV is like, wait, didn't I have like a CC constructing over here? Something like that. Now this is quite dangerous, but look at this. Beautiful amount of broodlords. The question is, will he have it off against the battle cruisers? Because the problem with this is Yamato is going to... Is it going to one-shot broodlords? Enough bullshit to feed a family of 10? Come on, Draco. Come on. I get it, we're joking, but at least put a lol or something there. The urge to spoil is great. Don't spoil anything. You spoil it. Samo, if you're here in the chat, feel free to time out GamerHells if he spoils anything, so the bot deletes all the messages before I see it. You know what? You can even ban him. Just be sure to unban him after. Alright, the 3 battle cruisers are trying to do a run by over here, and I'm not sure why you would move the broodlords over there, because those broodlords don't really do anything. I'm also not sure what the scans are about over here. We're questioning a lot of decisions, but honestly, what can you not question after 23.5 minutes of pain and suffering? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, so Gamer was like, oh, caught you right in the middle. Oh wait, never mind, I don't have that here. 8 corruptors is all that there is. But those corruptors are actually +3/+2, so it might have a slight chance. This, oh, there's only +1 air attack for the Terran. Uh-oh. This is looking rough. And by the way, broodlords benefit from both air and ground, because the broodling, so the broodlord actually acts as the broodlord swinging the broodling acts as a attack, and the broodling themselves have an attack, so that's something that you need to account for. But the problem is, oh no, I see a ghost. Please don't tell me. Okay, we need to see this. Oh, he's looking for it. It's right there. It's right there. Oh no, he's looking for it. Okay. Oh, those queens. Okay, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. Oh, I thought. Oh no. Uh-oh. Okay, gonna snipe a couple of broods there. Do we have any nukes left? We have 2 nukes. We also had to pause, apparently. They had to pause and rethink their strategy. At least Gamer had to, by the looks of it. He was like, wait a moment, what am I supposed to do? The ghosts on the field, nukes on the field, massive mech army, I have broodlords, I have the ultimate Zerg late game unit. What am I gonna do right now? I also predict a big boom, honestly. If you recall correctly, don't spoil that. Let us be excited. How am I gonna be super excited at this point? Oh no. Spores. Spores uprooted and waiting to actually move up the ramp. Epic stuff. Not gonna lie. Okay. Uh-oh. I'm not sure what the plan is over here. Alright, so P maybe? I don't know. I have no idea what's happening, but the planetary looks to be falling over here. No! Oh my god, the repair! Oh no, the repair! And there's no caustic spray on top of the BC. Sorry, the CC. Oh no. Oh, uh-oh. This is looking quite bad. Let's see. Okay, these spores should be gone, and this broodlord should be gone. Uh-oh. No! Gamer! No! Okay, that wasn't that big. I was scared for my life there. Don't do this. Don't do that. Ooh. Oh, nice neurals actually. And by the looks of it, my god, I just looked at the banks. It is absolutely amazing. Let's see. Oh, the broodlords actually trying to do their best, but they're falling. The Thors are going to be the kings of the ground. It is not going to be. Oh no. Oh, these need to burrow. These need to burrow. These need to burrow. There we go. Oh, there's the scans as well. He needs to put them out of vision. Needs to put them out of vision, move them to a different angle, and then try to go in again. But the problem is, there's turrets everywhere. There's scans for days, as far as I'm concerned. Because mech doesn't need that many mules. We have one. Oh, this is gonna be a planetary, most likely. So nice that is actually doing. That's gonna be a nice blocker over here. I like these strategies. ToonDragon is coming up with a bunch of cool stuff. Now we have +3 on the way for the air. And this, oh my god, look at that. Most likely, I would say at this point you don't make battle cruisers, you make Vikings, right? I mean, it could be a thing. I believe you could make Vikings and you would call it a day because it's like super nice. Or, honestly, at this point you could protect yourself with, even with Liberators and just let your Thors be the anti-air. You're just teasing with the nukes. Don't do that. Okay, nicely pulling away. And by the way, this is just game number 1, guys. I usually have the mistake where I just, you know, forget to update the score, but this is still 0-0. 28.5 minutes in here on Altitude, the old map that a lot of people preferred. I actually preferred it even as a Protoss. I like big macro maps for some reason. I also liked it as a Zerg. I played a couple of games on it. So, but yeah, obviously this map looks great and everything, but what Gamer has to go through playing this is not great. This game's already longer than some BO5s I've seen. That's true. That's true. Some Bly BO5s, right? Actually, no. Bly manages to like create so much chaos in the early game that he just basically goes for like 30 minutes or so. Oh, Gamer is going to clean up a couple of these, but this looks like to be somewhat of the last fight. Oh, there's no more transfuses. That is a huge issue over here. Oh no. This is looking bad. Honestly, Gamer, until you played versus Toon, I think it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what map you play against Toon on. Trust me, I played Ghost River and I played Side Delta against him. None of them were good enough. right? Oh, where are these drones going? Is this gonna be like, I have enough of a bank, I'll just give this up? Scans the infestors, all of the infestors actually, so he knows exactly where the infestors are. He can spam scans for days. So he's going to go bit by bit. He's going to try to go bit by bit and try to crawl a lead and just siege slowly but surely. I am quite afraid that ToonDragon has this in the back, so I mean I'm afraid for Gamer until that is until he proves me otherwise. I think looking at the fights that we had, Gamer needs some Vipers potentially. There we go. We have a couple of libs. Oh, actually, literally a couple. Okay, and now we have Medivacs. Question mark? Is that even a thing? Can I do that? In therapy? Okay. This base is quite undefended. If he manages to take down... If he manages to surround with the Lings... Oh... He needs to deal with the SCVs somehow. The problem is he needs to deal with these SCVs. And he should not sacrifice his Lings. He's going to take down this base, which was a very healthy mining base. So that's great for Gamer. And he actually got rid of 13 SCVs. But the problem is, now he doesn't have recall. He's not a Protoss. This is looking absolutely terrifying here. He's trying to mine gas, but it's not going to work out over here. The streamer drones that are going to go there. Oh, Vipers and therapy, yeah. Vipers mainly during the series. We have a couple of Broodlords left over here, but we saw how it went. So one way I can see that this turns around is if Gamer manages to use all the 8 infestors on 8 Thors and manages to kill off the Thors that he actually snatches, or use those Thors before he uses the Broodlords. But yeah, it's gonna be difficult. He needs to catch like the ones in the front in a choke point, so no unit can go next to the infestors. The file names on the replays. I don't think I. Honestly, it was just Harrier Season 3 finals, and there was like Gamer versus ToonDragon, like Game 1, Game 2, Game 3, you know, and so forth. They're named in order. Okay. Well, I went by the game number in the name. Oh, Vikings are going to actually chip away of these Broodlords. These are 3-3 Vikings. Uh-oh. And that is the GG. ToonDragon will take game number 1 after 33 minutes and 19 seconds. Game number 2 will be played on good old Dragon Scales. And we are looking at the winner of last game. He dominated on altitude after some time. He managed to crank out half an hour and make it... I'm not gonna say he wasted half an hour of my life that I'll never get back. But I also am not gonna say he did not waste half an hour of someone's life that they're not gonna get back. Anyways, let's see what his strategy is gonna be this time around. Is it gonna go mechanical? Is it gonna go basically biological? This is ToonDragon. And his opponent trying to get back and trying to do something against that massive mech army that surprised him quite a lot. This is none other than GamerHells, also for some reason known as Sandstone at that point. So yeah, when I'm saying like he wasted 30 minutes of someone's life is, you know, the casual side when somebody's just, you know, doing a thing where they play like a super late game, they just drag out the game, and you're like, Really, I literally wasted like 25 to 30 minutes of my life and I didn't even win. Like, not that the win would seem really, really good, but yeah. Sandstone was a meme from Kabul. Most of ptheroes changed their name to a form of stone. Okay, fair enough. Hey, I'm getting into these inside jokes. Nice. So this was a command center first from ToonDragon, and by the looks of it, Gamer doesn't want to send the Overlord right across the map. By the looks of it. So with CC first, I guess you can be a bit greedier, but yeah, we'll see. It looks to be some kind of a 2 racks, potentially 3 racks. And you don't need a second supply depot with CC first, of course, because you're gonna have your command center finished quite fast. Now, 2 racks, let's see, do we see a third one? I would love to see a third racks, honestly, why not? You know, why not? Triangle base being taken by GamerHells. Honestly, on this map, I probably would prefer the low ground one, because this one seems to be so far away. Maybe it's just me. Does anybody else feels like if you take this path on the left side, it's like so far away? I don't know, I never liked taking that base. Yeah, as Protoss, that's for sure. I always try to take this base. Felt more open than this one, because this one had these rocks and had this ramp over here. But yeah, still I feel like it's not a great map for either Terran or Protoss. Now this is a great, what you call it? A great scout on the side of GamerHells, and it's gonna know that this is a 2-1-1, at least hopefully. And this time around, this is gonna be with Stim, so double medevac. Once this reactor and the starport finishes, the factory will swap with the starport. And of course, we're gonna have the 2 medevacs being produced, and it's gonna be 16 Marines packed into 2 medevacs, and it's gonna try to deny a base or at least get some damage. Now you can deal, I believe at the time, the meta was still dealing with it with Bailings. You couldn't really get speed in time, but you could get Bailings. Nowadays, you deal with it with queens and lings, as far as I'm concerned. At least you are capable of doing that. Now let's see how it works out for GamerHells. As last time that double medevac drop went in, there was a circle of vision. It was queenling back then. Really? I remember a lot of the times people were like, oh, just make banelings. Like, some people even tried to get speed out when they scouted that, so yeah, I'm not sure. I guess the meta was changing. Oh yeah, Haro always says Queenling against 2-1-1. And I think he's right. I mean, Haro is most of the time right. Like, not just right, but like pinpoint accurate. Or even if it's not pinpoint accurate, it's like 90% accurate, you know, with what he says. At least it feels like it, you know. He either makes it sound that way. Okay. Let's see, can he actually do something here? I think he lost a Marine. Oh, bit of a miss micro over here. Not sure what's happening here. It's gonna heal up the Marines. In the meantime, their command center already finished, and we have we're gonna have bio play on the side of ToonDragon. I am quite excited. Wait, where's that starport? Oh, starport is in the back. We're gonna have one on the way. Ooh, oh, I was gonna say, is that a misclick, or is it gonna be burrow banelings? Double Evo and some lings with a 4 base coming up for GamerHells. Queens are in position, but these queens need to be careful. These queens could be mowed down if they don't transfuse, so Gamer needs to pay attention. It's gonna... I'm not sure what's happening here. Oh, was this an F2? What is this? Oh, it was an F2. Okay. Baneling is going to get sniped. And the Overlord as well. Wait, was that wasn't the Dropper Lord? He F2'd back, yeah. Felt like it. So this game is much more calm and chilled. Double medevac drop will go out to the 4th base. Let's see if Toon can actually find something. So it's gonna be GamerHells on the defensive, as it should be, with the Zerg staying on creep, trying to make something out of this whole game after a grueling 33-minute clown fiesta, so to say. Sorry, to me playing versus mech, you know, just not being able to break it and failing time after time again. I feel like a clown after that. It's like I had this many times to break him. I had this amount of times to fight him, break him, you know, do something, and I just failed. Thus I'm a clown. Thus that's a clown fiesta. Double medevac will go in. Let's see. It's gonna snipe a queen. And oh, Gamer. Okay, Gamer is gonna react to this, and there's the Ling Bane, or at least the Lings. The Ling part is here. It's gonna try to target down the medevac potentially. Nope, wasn't in time. And now the drop is gonna go into the main base, which is gonna be a bit more difficult. And this is when it comes into play. The fact that this is somewhat a large map when it comes to retreating from your 4th all the way into your main. Okay, Marines are gonna go down, at least some of them. Wait, is that? Oh, there's only like a single medevac full of units. Oh, this could be a snipe. This could be a snipe. There we go. Nicely sniped there by GamerHells. So there was no real threat here when it comes to the actual 2-on-1. GamerHells is only at 67 workers, so Gamer plays a low economy style over here. Floats quite a bit of minerals. Now, an extra hatchery, you know, a macro hatch is no issue for a Zerg. Even Dark makes like macro hatches, so there's no shame in doing so. There's 100 links on the maps. Jesus. Okay, 100 links, and there's 13 Balings and morphing. We're gonna go into Hydras. Some Hydras. In the meantime, ToonDragon just does what ToonDragon does usually. Oh, this is interesting. He's gonna go for extra engineering base, just walking off the path into this mineral line. Interestingly enough, Link Bane comes in. There we go. It's gonna try to explode those Balings, and it's gonna go into this. Oh, there's no lift onto that command center, and now the lift comes through, and there's a couple of Balings left here, and he's going to push through. But there's so much of ToonDragon's army still left here. 81 workers for GamerHells finally gets that. Oh, the cranky ducklings! Big raid, big raid. Thank you so much. We're doing a best of 7 ZVT, or ZV ToonDragon as we call it, as the Balings explode onto the bio, but it's still not enough. A couple more will morph, and Gamer needs to actually do something here. Haven't seen ToonDragon in years. Well, I had a taste of how he plays, and now I have a taste of how he plays as a caster as well. I had some bits and pieces of here and there, but nothing too serious. But now he's gonna show off what he's doing. Thank you so much for the raid, guys. Go check out the cranky ducklings. Thank you so much. Voidum, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. And Light, hope you had a good stream, puppy. See, I already actually adopted the the word poppy from you. Obviously, it's not as cool as when you say it, but it's like I find myself adopting words and phrases from other streamers. Now, I don't know how much people mind it or not. You know, some people are like, oh, could you stop copying me? And I'm like, yeah, sure, sorry. You know, it's not always intentional, but sometimes I just hear it and I'm like, hey, I like this. You know, do you mind if I drop it here and there? Most of the time people are like cool with it. Actually, one of the sound redeemables is from the mighty Printf himself, who was kind enough to actually give me the permission to use that as a redeemable. It's actually so cool. And now Banelings are moving in, and the important thing is the Hydras have something to tank for them, but now has to retreat, and the concussive shell is going to be quite effective. Cleans up a couple of Hydras. A couple of medevacs are super low, but the Hydras were attacking the medevacs, so wasn't the most efficient fight from GamerHells. And now we are going to go somewhat into the late game, as we have lurkers and adrenal glands coming up, and we also have +3, and we also have +1 missile. I actually missed that. Now, obviously, if you have Hydras, you might as well just get that. But what is quite interesting, I would prioritize +3 Carapace instead, to be honest. Do we have... Oh, we don't have 2 upgrades queued up accidentally. Sometimes that happens. I thought ToonDragon is a mech player. He played mech in the first game. 33 minutes and 19 seconds. Played a brutal mech. He played 2 double medevac drop with like 60 Marines with no stim into battle cruisers. So it was an interesting opener. Oh, and Gamer is not really intended to do this. He's gonna try to go through with some Banelings and a couple of lurkers, and now he's gonna go through, but the tanks are still alive, and now the army has shown up, and all he did is basically just getting a couple of depots, a couple of supply depots, and some engineering base. Resources lost wise, this looks a bit more like a ZVT. Last one did not look that much of a ZVT. Now the Zerg is trying to make relatively inefficient trades against the superior late game mech army, and trying to just, you know, slow down until you transition to something that can deal with the mech. And now here comes the lurkers. It's gonna get rid of a couple of SCVs as well, and the planetary should fall without any issues whatsoever. +3 is just 5 seconds shy of completing, so bit of an anti-timing, but it worked out. But oh, now he has to go back. He needs to at least siege up in a choke point, and now this lurker could go down. Never mind, it's not gonna happen. ToonDragon is cranking out tanks, 14 tanks out already, and lurkers cannot outrange tanks, so it is inevitable. If you want to do something about it, you either need Vipers or you need to actually endure the fact that your lurkers will get a couple of shots until you get in range of those tanks. Also, in the meantime, I'm gonna try to not butcher the names after this fight. Oh, he's gonna go in. Couple of bailing shots, beautifully connecting, and he cleans up the tanks. Now he's gonna siege up the lurkers, but he does so in the back line. Now Liberators will try to keep the defensive posture up for ToonDragon, but this is actually really good for GamerHells. He's trying to slow down ToonDragon. ToonDragon cannot go past 5 bases, and if Gamer can actually take this middle base and potentially take ToonDragon's middle base, that would be quite nice for GamerHells, or at least trying to take this base. So you kind of want to take one more base and start mining from the Terran side. So far, this is a banger series, to be honest. Oh, the legs are getting mowed down. My God, Jesus. What is happening here? Bailings are far behind and stuck behind the Hydras. And now GamerHells has to go back. The Lurkers were sieged up too far behind. And this is looking more like a bloodbath on the side of GamerHells. Once again, we have a bunch of resources lost. Actually haven't checked the last one. Double Spire on the way. We're gonna have +3 Carapace finishing up. Oh, but we also have +3 vehicle weapons, so a mech transition is possible, to be honest. Look at that, we have a bunch of orbitals, so we're gonna have mules for days, that's for sure. But yeah, with a bit of before the next attack. Okay, Ryan was Jabang, thank you so much for the follow, and Eddie as well, thank you so much. Thank you. Hope you'll have a great time here. We also should not forget to drop a shout out after this game to the Cranky Ducklings. Be sure to follow them, and be sure to follow Light as well. Let's see, there's a couple of tanks being cleaned up over here, and now the surround can complete on top of these Marauders, but the Marauders can actually endure a lot of bailing kits. And with those medevacs, this is gonna look quite interesting. Drops out the remaining units, and these two tanks will secure the defense for now at least. Now the Lurkers can burrow here and just try to take out these depots, you know, take every single little win that you can. Couple more Lurkers will morph. In the meantime, 29 SCVs have gone down, and ToonDragon is trying to take this forward base, but lost 2 of the mining bases. The third, well actually no, not the third, sorry, the 4th and the 5th. So this is going to be the new 4th. Couple of SCVs still left, but 34 SCVs versus 81. The banks are going to be huge hugely apart, so to say. And take down every single building on the right side, and now ToonDragon tries to take this base again. There's no Hydras here. Oh, but if the Lurkers burrow, they might even one-shot this base for now. Oh, needs to lift this. There we go. Too late on the Lurker siege. 120 supply with 82 army supply actually. Oh, and Gamer is potentially just going to crush ToonDragon over here. It's gonna turn back and go onto the bio. We'll try to actually deal with these. ToonDragon is trying to deal with these, but there's no ghosts. Ghosts would be super effective with the snipes, but it's not going to be the case over here. The Liberators also not really doing anything, and now the Lurkers are gonna burrow on top of the production, most likely. At least I think that's the plan. He's not gonna finish off that depot, but he can now burrow once again, and he's gonna try to make ToonDragon's 8 PM skyrocket. As we can see, these 8 PMs are quite nice. 323 average for ToonDragon, 286 for GamerHells. These are quite nice APMs for Diamond 3/Diamond 2 players. I guess Diamond 3 at the time. They have to be great and on point with their clicks and all that stuff, as they are in the finals of this in-house tournament, or they were in the finals of this in-house tournament. So Gamer is taking his time, is quite far ahead and destroyed that base, so that means ToonDragon is back on, well, technically one base mining. One base mining for ToonDragon. Oh, is actually going to sacrifice a couple of Lurkers. There's not enough Hydras here. Oh, you're not supposed to actually sacrifice everything. Oh no, this is looking quite awful for GamerHells. 50 supply on both sides in the army, but Gamer has quite a bank, at least when it comes to the gas. ToonDragon as well, but ToonDragon is going to suffer because there's only six workers. There's a bunch of mules potentially dropping. There are quite a few orbitals. Now he's going to try to fly out the natural, as there's like a couple of patches here. Cannot click through the fog of war, sadly. Sad. So Gamer needs to do two things. either needs corruptors or needs to avoid fighting into mass lib zones. I think any of these is possible. Takes down another base, takes down a couple of those mules as well. Are you winning yet? Yes, you are. Yes, you are winning. So Gamer played this game quite nicely. Looks like ToonDragon's strength is not going to be the bio, as ToonDragon is known as a mech player, as Mar already pointed it out. So I suppose I have a feeling that we might see ToonDragon play mech from this point on. It's gonna go in, but I remember Dragon Skills being a Zerg map anyways. Everybody called it a Zerg map because it has so many open spots. Like even this one, you can easily make a surround. These are not exactly the ones. I know obviously you need to go up without getting into the rocks, but this center place, this base, you know, all the bases are so much in the open. There's a couple of corruptors dealing with those liberators just as we predicted, and there's no way ToonDragon comes back from this. I believe we're gonna see GG in just a couple of seconds over here. Hydrocorruptor Lurker. It's not the Hydrocorruptor is not a composition as we learned from our Lord and Savior Hearthstone, but in this case, no matter what Gamer does, there's gonna be a GG at the end of the day, and GamerHells equalizes the series. And we're gonna move into game number 3. Alright, and game number 3. In the top left side of Neo-Humanity. It is gonna be GamerHells cosplaying as a sandstone. As we learned from the previous map, it was a it was a meme referring to our teammate, also from Platinum Heroes obviously, Mr. Cobblestone himself. Everybody was cosplaying at the time as a type of stone. It looks like GamerHells was the sandstone. In the meantime, we are gonna look at our Red Terran player, and I'm curious what he's gonna go for. So yeah, he tried mech, he tried bio. Let's see what is gonna happen. In the meantime, there's some music debate over here, but nonetheless, this is ToonDragon. So Toon, if you can hear us through the replay, people know you as a mech player. GamerHells hates mech players, so let the suffering begin, I suppose. I barely managed to mute myself. I sneezed so damn hardly. That was such a big sneeze. Oof. God damn. I think people, like even the dead, would have risen. Honestly. Uh-oh. What is this? What are we looking at? Oh, this is a cheeky little bunker rush over here. Or not, well, bunker rush in SC2 is basically just, you know, the proxy racks bunker rushing, but this is like gonna be the ZVP type of bunkering, which is gonna be quite interesting. Gamer tries to do something here, but is the bunker gonna finish? It is going to finish. Oh, but it cannot actually. But you cannot actually go and just deal with it. Where is the Reaper? Where's? Wait. Oh, the Reaper died. What? The Reaper died. Oh my god. Okay, this bunker needs to be salvaged. Obviously. I was like, where is the Reaper? The Reaper just died. We were occupied with the SCV and the Reaper just randomly died. Well, that is quite a bummer. But this is going to be a quick 3cc build over here. Well, technically, I guess it's somewhat of a normal build. Does this look like a normal build? I think it looks kind of like a normal build. Okay, I suppose it's gonna be a starport here in the middle. There we go. And I guess we're gonna see a tech lab on this barracks. Let's see if that's gonna be the case. I will say, yeah, Tech Lab, and I believe we're gonna see a standard opener here, as these two Hellions are gonna be probably followed up by another two Hellions. Let's see. Toon a bit late on queuing up those Hellions, but happens to the best. You should see my Terran, guys. You should see, no, actually, you know what? You shouldn't see my Terran. Now that's the real pain, okay? That's the real pain. Second Tech Lab coming in for that stim. There we go. Second Overlord actually goes down. That's gonna supply block GamerHells. Now I don't want to actually praise GamerHells too much because he's in the chat and is going to don't have a heart attack or something like that, but I didn't actually see too many supply blocks on the side of Gamer. So small props to him, you know, just enough to keep his ego in check. I'm kidding, guys. He never had an ego. At least I'm not aware of it. He's always humble and everything. If anything, I have to tell him to freaking not bash himself in the head. Alright, Lair coming up, as well as a Baneling Nest. So Lingbane is gonna be the tech of choice. And wait a second. Oh, single Banshee. Okay, I was gonna say, like, where in God's name is the cloak? There's no cloak, and that means there's gonna be a second barracks. No, it's gonna be tanks. There's gonna be, oh yeah, there's gonna be a second and third barracks actually. Hellion Banshee opener, it's a bit more different. The Hellions are gonna try to do something about these queens, but okay, queen goes down, but so does the Hellion. And so far, 3 creep tumors have been sniped, which is not bad by any means. Couple lings also went down, right? Yeah, they did. Wait, oh, I thought it was actually just a double overlord that was scouting. Now I realize it's only a single overlord died. Only a single overlord died, so I'm not sure. I felt like it has been such a long time since the Marines were attacking something. I thought it's a second overlord. Felt like there's enough Marines to just mow down the overlord quite fast. That's what you call a my B. Creeps start looking healthy on the side of GamerHells. I wouldn't mind if he would try to push some creep on this this side as well. Obviously, you kind of want to cover the whole map in creep if you can. Now, obviously, the Terran has to play the mini game of stopping that, you know, just halting that, and then the Zerg has to play another mini game of like pulling the queens in front and just basically putting down more creep tumors when the active tumors are getting cleaned up. Another supply depot wall is coming up. Actually, ToonDragon loves to build these supply depot walls. It's quite amazing. Amazing. It's constantly producing. Nothing too fancy over here. Third base is already out. Second factory with 5 barracks. Okay. I actually don't mind the second factory. Ooh, it's gonna be some tank heavy shenanigans, I believe. So this game, it looks a lot more standard than the previous 2 games. Technically, we can call 2-1-1 somewhat standard. It's a sort of standard build that Terrans have in their arsenal, in their repertoire. First game was a bit odd in terms of the opening, but ended up being a banger of a game. Now, just like on Dragon Skills, the Neo-Humanity game also starts a tad bit on the slower side, you know. Couple of encounters, couple of shenanigans here. Oh, now the Hellions are getting actually cornered. A beautiful surround here on the side of GamerHells. But in the meantime, we have a drop. But oh, he needs to be careful not to lose the medevac with stuff in it. And of course, he doesn't want to lose the medevac at all. He's going to take down that Spore. And this is a decent position for ToonDragon, but he's going to lose the Marines on the right side. But now he's gonna clean up every single link and spots the Hydras as well. 1-1 is gonna finish soon for GamerHells, and this game just basically got cranked up to 11 for a second. 4th base on the way for ToonDragon, and now we have double tank production. We have an armory on the way. It's gonna be a bit late, so 2-2 is not gonna be started in time before the Zerg can start 2-2. Let's see if Gamer is gonna be on point or not of the upgrades. I'm telling you guys, like, this is only like a Diamond 3 caliber game, and these players are doing builds, you know. When I started, they said like, oh yeah, Diamonds have no idea about builds and no idea about compositions, and they just, you know, play whatever, and they somewhat have decent mechanics, but they're not fast enough and all that stuff. Checkmate. Some people complain that I have between 250 and 300 APM. They just complain like, oh, and I'm most likely smurfing, you know, whenever I manage to like overwhelm someone who had like a brutally bad start. To them, well, I'm sorry, it's not the case. You can comfort yourself as much as you want. Achieving 200 APM is not that big of a deal, especially with Zerg. Achieving more than 200 APM is also not that big of a deal if you know what you're doing. In the meantime, we're gonna have a flood here, and the Bailings are gonna explode onto the tanks, but oh, never mind, there's gonna be a lot of bio just exploding because of those Bailings, and now all of a sudden Gamer is just pushing in. Oh, and there's still a lot of bio. The Hydras need to run away. Do they have speed? They have both upgrades, so luckily for Gamer, he's actually doing a fantastic job. Toon once again opts for bio, and honestly, I don't think bio is gonna be the way for ToonDragon. He lost his wall. Oh, this is barely finished. In the meantime, we have factories on the way. Okay, will we see a mech transition, or is it gonna be for mass tanks and potentially like some Thors or something like that? I wouldn't mind seeing some battle mech, like battle mech from this time when Cyclones still were the old Cyclones before they got transformed into the monstrosity that they are today. Or I guess they're not as obnoxious as they were the first time, but they still are obnoxious. Okay, he needs to actually repair that, because it's gonna actually pay a really big price if he doesn't manage to repair. This command center picks up this base. It's actually fun and funny. Okay, let's see. Surround. Oh, ToonDragon did not pay attention. He's gonna lose his army. Oh, 30 supply remaining for ToonDragon. Oh, that was huge. That's why you need to pay attention to your army, guys. Absolutely devastating loss for ToonDragon, despite having a bunch of tanks. Sorry, I'm like, you know, I'm still alive. No worries about that. We're still gonna be able to cast this. I swear, I promise. And Hydra's now moving in. Yes, this is indeed Diamond. This is a series from a year ago, and it was around 3.4k or a bit below at the time of playing this. Okay. Oh, look at those juicy depots. It might even... Oh, it's not gonna supply block ToonDragon, but it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close, and a lot of turrets are gonna be taken down, and now lurkers are on the way. There's no ghosts. There's no +2 infantry armor either. There's +2 mech weapons, vehicle weapons. Apologies. Trying to cough and mute myself before that, you know. I'm like taking meds to dissolve whatever is in my throat. In the meantime, oh my god, I didn't even catch this. Ultras! This is a really cool composition that Gamer has. I'm a big fan of Ultras. And I believe this is before the diet. Maybe this was after the diet. They seem quite small, so these are already small Tralisks. Or this was probably after the first diet. And ToonDragon is gonna repair once again, repair the wall, fix the wall, refill the wall with engineering base. This is costing him, even if it's 125 minerals at the time, imagine it's basically 7 to 8 marines at a time, because we count the repairs as well on the surviving engineering bay. It's gonna be another push through, but this is also costing GamerHells. I'm not sure if this is worth it for him. Now, once again, he can actually afford to lose a couple of these units. And ToonDragon is gonna try to remake that wall, and as I said, he doesn't have that much in the bank. Now Gamer is going to break this wall. Obviously, look at that. Adrenalings and these ultras. They're gonna take down this wall super fast. It is a 2000 HP wall, so you can see what they do. What these links can do. Oh my god, but this is not the way to go in. Oh, the ultras are actually gonna have something to tank for them. But everything else is gonna go down, and Gamer needs to be more careful. He needed one more hit with those ultras. I believe if he would have hit this tank, this one would have died as well due to the AoE. And Toon is doing a really good job with the SimCity. You know, just packing a lot of tanks. I'm just trying to survive somehow. Trying to do something that would give him some kind of a victory. At least a small one, but Gamer doesn't let up. Gamer is preparing another wave. We're playing campaign over here. Different type of units. The scan is there. He tried to clear the creep. He found a bunch of lurkers and the Zerg main army. Upgrades don't look so great on the side of Gamer though. Let's be honest on that. It's only +1 carapace. +2 carapace is not even finished. Now obviously against the tanks it will not matter that much. And it will not matter against the Thors either. But let's see. He's gonna burrow the lurkers. And he's gonna chew through the bio right now. And he's gonna chew through the tanks. And now the Thors, since they have nothing to defend or cover for them, basically are gonna get mowed down. This is looking mighty tough here on the side of ToonDragon, and now the ultras are gonna go and feast onto these SCVs. Oh my god, look at that, he's chasing away the SCVs. Uh-oh, these SCVs are going to go down. There's no way out of here. There is literally no way out. ToonDragon even trying to middle walk, I believe. I'm not even sure, but it felt like it. 29 SCVs have fallen. 42 SCVs remaining, 91 on the side of the Zerg. Bailings are morphing. You could morph all Bailings, honestly, at this point. Needs to burrow those lurkers. He's gonna try to move in. The tanks are in danger. Even a couple of links just up close are gonna be really significant for GamerHells. And I believe we're going to see the GG in just a couple of seconds on the side of Toon. Especially because all of them might. There's a lot of tanks here from above. There's gonna be a couple of Bailing kits over here, Bailing shots if we want to call them that. Another tank will try to actually do something, but the links are gonna get close. And there's the GG. GamerHells turns it around and takes the lead 2-1 in this best of 7. So for game number 4, if I can count properly, we're gonna have the player who is up 2-1 against his opponent on the top left side of Babylon. One of the maps that I didn't really enjoy because I had lots of frustrating games on it, but nonetheless, it is GamerHells. And his opponent, let's see if he finally does the trick or not. Will he try another round of bio? Will he play another round of mech? This is ToonDragon. So there's plenty of opportunities to throw games and try builds and all that stuff on both sides, especially on GamerHells' side, because he has one game advantage. When it comes to ToonDragon, he has 2 chances to actually put another point on the board before the series concludes. One thing is for sure, we're gonna have at least 5 games. No matter who wins, we're gonna have at least 5 games. I didn't check properly, so maybe it's not even a fully fledged best of 7. Maybe I just got 7 games and the rest of them are like 2 random AI games or something like that. Maybe it's gonna be GamerHells dominating because ToonDragon refuses to play what worked. Once again, we're gonna have the Reaper bunker over there. I'm not even sure if this is worth it for the Terran. I mean, it's a decent position here. This SCV should have auto repair on, right? I believe that should be the case. But now the Reaper actually manages to start attacking this mineral line right now. This is actually smart from GamerHells. It's going to send the drone and potentially, honestly, I would send this drone. Just basically, just send it, you know, and I don't know, take a third base, be greedy about it. 4 links are gonna move across the map. I mean, GamerHells understands that there is no way that he can actually do anything about it, so he's going to try to abuse the AI. Let's see, we're gonna have this. Let's see how much ToonDragon is paying attention to this, or how much attention he's paying towards this bunker. And now it's gonna be a bit interesting. And GamerHells will not force a repair. I believe that was a salvage. Yep, that should be a salvage. No, actually, no, the bunker has gone down. And the Reaper survived. The SCV died. And speed, although a bit late. And the third base is actually extremely late. I'm not sure what's happening here, but yeah, I don't think the third base should have been this late. Now it's gonna be a modern 111 3cc build here on the side of ToonDragon. I'm saying modern as at some point I believe there was like the standard 111 and then basically became like the third command center before the starport, obviously. So it is quite the standard stuff. And seeing that barracks floating to the low ground, it kind of gives me the vibes that it's not gonna be any kind of bio play over here. Is this 5 Hellions? That is 5 Hellions, okay. Probably there was like a bit of a supply block there. Third command center finishes morphing into a orbital. This is a problem here for Gamer. The third base should have been done quite some time ago and loses a queen. So this is a terrible opener here for Gamer. Looks like the bunker, although it shouldn't have, it did the job, which was distracting GamerHells from basically doing anything. And seeing this early double gas in the natural, a total of 4 of course, if we do the math, then I'm suspecting a mech transition basically, and that is what we're going to get. Honestly, I think this map is also even better for mech, because you can siege tanks like over here, and these tanks, I believe if you put them in the certain positions, they will reach the thing, and just put a couple of Hellbats there and no links can actually get them. Now Roach Ravager is going to be the response to this. Banshee on the way, and look at that speed. Okay, I'm quite a fan of this. I'm quite a big fan of this. Now we have 2 Banshees, but the speed has been done very lately. It's going to be a third Third Banshee. Is this gonna be Hellion Banshee? Like, not the typical Hellion Banshee, but like committed Hellion Banshee. 4 supply depots are going to finish relatively fast, I guess. Soon, at least. Soon TM. Where's that 4th supply depot? Oh, there it is. Okay. In the meantime, Banshees and Hellions are moving in. ToonDragon just trying to position those Banshees on top of the cliff and just trying to make sure... Oh, sorry to interrupt, guys, but this is Macfield Accelerator. Is it Accelerator? Yeah, Macfield Accelerator, I believe. Which was the extra damage for against armored units. And this is going to be a battle mech build, which I am quite a big fan of. Remember what I was saying? I wouldn't mind to see the old Cyclones in action and basically just, you know, a battle mech play over here. And I guess, I don't know, I never saw this series, by the way, just so you know. I didn't want to spoil anything to myself. I wanted to feel surprised, like genuinely surprised when I see these things. But Gamer told me that there are a couple of surprises in here, so it's quite nice, I guess. This is one of them. It's gonna be an NG bay, potentially for turrets, and we're gonna have double armory, so straight to mech we go. And of course we're gonna have the battle mech, which should be quite active on the map. So right as I say it, ToonDragon just moves his army. It's gonna take down this. Blue Flame has been finished, and Cloak is not yet finished. It's gonna lose a Banshee, I believe. Oh, a couple of Hellions as well. I mean, as long as the Cyclones are not lost, it's fine. And let me just tell you that much. These Cyclones are not reactor Cyclones, by the way. These Cyclones still, at the time of playing this, still required a tech lab to build, and they were built one at a time, of course. Okay. Let's see. He needs to kite back. Oh, that was a big bile. That was a big bile. Uh-oh. A couple of queens go down. And those queens are really, really important because of the transfuses. And now the lanes are also trying to do something, but it's quite difficult to actually catch the Cyclones. They had the quote-unquote speed upgrade implemented at the time. They had the Macfield Accelerator for bonus damage against armored units. Roaches are armored units, so you were not supposed to build roaches against this. You were supposed to build Lingbane, and you were supposed to build I believe like bit more massed up on the Link side, you know. Okay. Oh, the lock-on. The lock-on just didn't manage to be cancelled. So the lock-on was super large in terms of range at the time, if I recall correctly. And of course, once you locked on, it didn't break once you got to a certain range or like certain distance. It was difficult to actually find that distance to break it. People were saying like, oh, so cool that the Cyclone locks onto my unit and 3 monitors later still keeps shooting if the scan is burned on top of it, you know. So ToonDragon is cranking up this thing, and he's trying to do whatever he can to actually just, you know, throw out Gamer of his game, and he's floating, both players actually floating quite a bit of resources. Gamer is quite close to being supply blocked as well. He's losing supply left, right, and center, and I guess that's gonna be it with 38 army supply versus 38, but the 38 army supply on the side of ToonDragon is gonna grow quite fast. So that means Gamer taps out, ToonDragon will equalize the series, and we're going into game number 5, and hopefully we're gonna have bangers. So far it was a banger, and yeah, I'm curious what we're gonna have for game number 5. And for game number 5, we are going on to Royal Blood. And the carpets are laid down. As we're gonna have in the bottom left side, representing the Zerg race, obviously representing Platinum Heroes, this is GamerHells. And Psych, also representing Platinum Heroes, it is ToonDragon, as our Red Terran, on the top right side carpet. Uh-oh. Wait. I got a question here. I gotta ask something. Something really important. Heroku, is that you? Sorry. I just had to ask that because this is such a horror move. This is such a horror move. Like this is 100% a Heroku move. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. See, I already know whose build this is. I wouldn't even be surprised if he was actually DMing you like, do the proxy hatch build, this is the build. Just dumps Control C, Control V a build like oof. Actually no, he writes up the build from top of his head. But yeah, this is 100% Heroku's build. And even with the roaches. Wow. Okay. We're gonna have 4 on gas and 8, actually 9 on minerals. Okay. And ToonDragon is scouting this, is like, huh? He sees the roach horn as well. He doesn't know about this. Where is he sending this SCV? Where are you sending this SCV, Mr. ToonDragon? Toon doesn't see the creep. Maybe if this factory finishes, just freestyled it. Maybe if that factory finishes, he's gonna see. Uh-oh, wait for it. Oh, the patch is not implemented yet. Hatcheries don't push the creep far enough. Uh-oh, he sees it. He should. Does he see it though? He might see it. He might see it actually. Will he? Oh, it's so tiny. The creep is so tiny here. Like, if we look at this, you don't even see it on the minimap. Like, it's barely in range indeed. Oh, and now he should be able to see something. No? Wait. Does he know? Don't think so. I don't think so. So it's gonna be Ling and Ravagers, I guess? Yeah, it's gonna be Ravagers. This is looking like a interesting build, so to say. We have a command center on the high ground. We're gonna have the starport. If the starport finishes and the Liberator or God forbids a Banshee comes out, this game is over. This game is 100% over in that case. And there is a tech lab already here. ToonDragon is just doing a great job here. Now he sees the creep actually, I believe. Should be able to see the creep at least. Okay, it's gonna start doing this auto repair on the SCVs, both of them. Oh, he's gonna lock onto that Overlord. This gamer is gonna have to try and do something here. There's no tank. And I believe, yeah, this is looking quite interesting. Seems like, yeah, this is looking rough for GamerHells, as he did not do any kind of damage, and the Banshee is close to finishing. So at that point is just he's at the mercy of Toon's micro management. And honestly, I think this one is going to be a hold. This one is gonna be a hold. As the Banshee's out, and yeah, he's gonna try to do some damage over here, but the Ravager is gonna go down, and the SCV is still repairing. Oh my god, no! Oh, everything just falls apart, and there's the GG. Shortest game of the series, as game 5 is being taken by our Terran player. Let's see what game number 6 is going to actually showcase us. And for the actually, what am I talking about? I was gonna say 5th game, but the 6th game. 5th was so short. as... You know what?
I played like shit, what do you mean?
You're right. Let's present the winner of last game. It is gonna be our red Terran in the bottom right side of Graswan. We are looking at the main command center of ToonDragon, representing Platinum Heroes. And his opponent, it is gonna be our Pink Zerg, also representing the Platinum Heroes. This is GamerHells. And since I see the Heroes tag, was this played on EU, by the way? Question mark? Was this played on EU or were you alternating? Because I remember something like, you know, oh, it was played on EU. So you had the ping advantage and you still managed to lose 3 games against ToonDragon, who has like 6 billion ping. Fair enough. That changes the equation. Quite a lot, actually. I'm just kidding. Toon is a wonderful player, so it's no shame to lose to him. As we already clarified at the beginning. Yeah, 250 ping on EU? Really? Were you living in a cave or something? Underground? Close to the center of the earth or something? Like what? Anyway, so... as we clarified at the beginning of the series, there is no SC2 player who hasn't lost to ToonDragon, so... If you haven't lost to ToonDragon, then you're basically not even an SC2 player. Oh yeah, the internet house. Okay. Fair enough. I'm not gonna complain. This time around, the third base is gonna be in time, and everything is on their rightful sides. No proxy shenanigans. I'm surprised that Toon hasn't proxied at all. I would have liked to see at least one proxy, you know, in this whole series. Would have been so cool. Reaper is going to do a bit of chip damage over here. Nothing too crazy. The Lyot. What of its kind? Is this like a coyote? So do we read this as Lyote? Look at it howl. Look at it. Such a beautiful one. Anyways, sorry about that. So you're gonna have the same Hellion Banshee opener, but no third command center, which is a bit weird, I would say. Maybe this will hit. Oh, never mind. Uh-oh. I was gonna say I see the Viking guy suspect a fusion core, and there we have it. 2-base battlecruiser opener. What are we gonna have on this second tech lab? I suppose this one is going to get stim. And oh yeah, never mind. We're gonna have the second tech lab used by the starport, of course. So the Viking is going to manage to deal with this. Oh, he needs to actually send it south. He needs to send it south. Uh-oh, Gamer is not paying attention to this. Gamer is not paying attention to this, and he's gonna be completely in the dark. Back to pain, indeed. I mean, you had all the chances to scout for it. But honestly, I don't think there was much of a difference here. Do you think I don't know what Toon does? Why do you even send it an overlord? Is that for aesthetics? If you know so well? I'm kidding. You should send in, because, you know, the one time he doesn't do what you expect him to do on a map where he played the same thing a billion times. Check for 2-1-1, obviously, yeah. I believe that's like the most dangerous thing that can catch you off guard. Because you have to be ready at a relatively early time to catch the double medevac, and you need lings and you need queens. And that was the only things he did back then. I think it's the only things that he does even today, so... think I lost to a some sort of a. No, actually, I think I lost to battle cruisers in both games when I played him. So. In the meantime, we have the lair coming up, and I suspect that it's gonna be a spire. Like, I don't think it should be anything else, right? It should be a spire. Spire. And spire. Spire. And spire. Spire. No spire. Not yet, at least. There's gonna be spores. Both start with S, except the spire will allow a bit more mobility. In the meantime, it's gonna be a hellbat push with this, so it's gonna look a bit crazy here. A couple of these queens are gonna go down. At least the battlecruiser has fallen, which is quite big. And these hellbats are gonna fall as well. These hellbats are not doing as great against queens as they would against lings. That Reaper is just trying to do his best. The Viking is alone as well. Ling's now moving on to this Reaper. And honestly, at this point, I think this is a close to certain death for ToonDragon. No third base. We're gonna have a hidden starport. So the timing on the medevacs is gonna be even later. Maybe it's gonna be a... Oh, sorry, there is a third command center. My apologies. But it's still gonna be like a only a third command center. I don't think it's gonna be anything else but a 3-base push. Maybe he's gonna try to turtle up, but it's gonna be bio once again, and we've seen how bio worked out for ToonDragon. So does this mean that we automatically go to game number 7? Does this mean we go automatically to game number 7 if ToonDragon plays bio? I think Toon actually prevailed when he played mech and when he played battle mech as well. It counts as mech, but we would distinguish it because one is like the classic Thor tank type of mech, where you just turtle and try to defend with like turrets, tanks, and battle mech is a bit more active when you go out and try to micro your units and macro behind it. And of course throw off your opponent, force them to move around the map. The army's mobile, at least as much as the Zerg's army, so in that case the battle mech is a very, very cool strategy. And there's a couple of banelings here, and I would love to see more, honestly. Now ToonDragon sends out a couple of marines here, but... Oh, okay, I thought he's gonna move the queens. Uh-oh. This queen is gonna actually see this medevac. Does he see it? Oh, I think he see it. I think he saw it. Yeah, he sees it. Alright. I'm not sure what's happening here. Uh-oh. That queen actually decided to go there. Oh! These queens are not moving in position. Do we have a spire? No, Gamer is going to revert to what worked in the past. He's not gonna go for a spire. He's not gonna try to go to the late game. He's gonna go for hydras, potentially even lurkers. Do we have a hive? We don't have a hive. There's the infestation pit. Infestation pit will unlock the hive, potentially. And I was wrong. ToonDragon is actually trying to do something in terms of the macro. I guess he wasn't that far behind, which is quite crazy. He lost the Hellbat and the BCs. Or the Hellbats and the BC. The other way around when it comes to the numbers. And this is a brilliant push here. Gamer is gonna try to go in with everything, but he doesn't reach the bio. And now he's gonna pay with a couple of hydras. Going down to those marauders with concussive shell. Man, marauders with concussive shell. Those are crazy good. I have no idea what's happening. My FPS has dropped significantly. I have no idea. Anyways, hopefully it's not a big deal. Okay, and Planetary will finish in a couple of seconds. 2-2 is halfway done for ToonDragon. Plus some missile is going to finish as well. Oh, we have a Spire. I just didn't catch it. Hydrocorruptor is not a composition, ladies and gentlemen. But if there's Liberators, it works out quite nicely. And we're gonna go up to 81 workers once again. And I think you could go up to that fabled 88, 85, something along those lines. Not 100% sure what's happening, but I guess my FPS is dropping like crazy, but it's okay. Maybe it's just the map. Maybe it's just the fact that there's so many things on the map right now. I mean, there's a lot of units. Whenever there's like so many lings and bailings, I guess it's just normal. It's kind of natural. All right, I'm just trying to listen if the fans are spinning properly and if it's my my CPU thermal throttling or something like that, but hopefully that's not the case. I'm gonna do a bit of a pause. All right, sorry about that, guys. Let's continue. We had a couple of issues with Discord. Now our FPS actually went back up to the normal count. Not sure, there was like 10 to 12 Discord services running in the background for some reason. All of them eating my CPU. And as Gamer is eating up this wall, but will there be enough bailings? I believe there is enough bailings. There is a lot of them. The lurkers are once again just sieged in the background. I'm not sure if that is what I would do. I guess I would try to push my lurkers to actually just, you know, siege on top of the tanks, on top of the CC, on top of any kind of production, whatever there is that you can actually reach. And now this medevac is going to lose all of the units. Look at that. Once again, ToonDragon is going to opt for that eBay wall. We're going to put a bunch of tanks behind it, and look at that, more eBays, and there's going to be even more command centers and all that stuff. I love the SimCity from ToonDragon, to be honest, but he's actually blocking himself in, and I guess Gamer just, you know, consuming the map, taking all the bases, having 80 workers. If he once finds any SCVs here in the mineral lines, it's gonna be fireworks for sure. There's like 3 over here. It's like 2 over here. There's not a lot of oversaturation inside of ToonDragon, but still, it's only 5 bases. not even 5 bases mining. Not like all the bases mining. So okay, and this should be in range for those lurkers. Yeah, that is indeed the case. Oh, but he needs to rescan again. Oh, gonna take out 2 lurkers, which is not bad at all. Oh, he's gonna save the eBay. All right, so we have I would say it's a mech transition at this point, right? We have 5 Raxes, 5 factories, which is quite an interesting composition. And ToonDragon, for some reason, doesn't want to max out. I don't see anything in the production tab. He's gonna build more engineering bays. He has 12 engineering bays. 12 one is in production. Advanced ballistics. So this is what he was waiting for. And basically, yeah, this is just what we were seeing. Oh, the extra supply was for the Liberators, but will there be enough time to actually get those Liberators out, as ToonDragon's supply is plummeting quite a lot? He's gonna lose that one tank over there, and now this base is open for it's open season on SCVs and command centers and all that stuff. It's gonna lose that command center for sure, and now even the natural is in danger. By the looks of it, ToonDragon is on the brink of losing this and potentially gonna go to a game number 7. What am I even talking about? Not even potentially. There's almost 100 supply advantage, and there's the GG Gamer on top of the production, and that means ToonDragon will have to tap out. Doesn't have the resources, doesn't have the units, and Gamer takes us to a game number 7. And for the last game in this series, we are closing in on 2 hours. 1 hour and 45 minutes, it says on the recording. And this has been so far a brilliant series, but we're gonna close it out on Ancient Cistern, game number 7 of the Harrier Season 3 back from 2023. This was so far a blast. Huge shout out to GamerHells, and as always, we're gonna present him because of this. He won the last game, and he tries to close out this series. Let's see if he can manage to do so. This is GamerHells. And his opponent, representing the Terran race. Let's see what he's going to choose. Is it gonna go mechanical? Is it gonna go biological? We'll see what he decides on. This is our Red Terran, ToonDragon. Okay, Reaper on the way. Hatchery also on the way. Everything seems to be fine. Just gonna send this across. Now, I'm not sure if you actually see this, but as the Zerg, I don't know if he actually got there in time. This is interesting. Gamer is pulling out of gas, potentially going for a faster third. At least that's what I suspect here. Then it should be around now, I guess. It feels like a clash opener, right? No, wait. It's not. Is it? Feels like a clash opener. Maybe it's not 100% the clash opener. Actually, no, it is. I think this is the clash opener, right? Feels like it's a clash opener. The one where you delay your speed and you get your third base quite faster, and you supply block yourself on purpose at 28. And we could see a pattern over here. So Gamer actually sent the Overlord not to the front. What happened here? Oh. He fucked up his hotkeys. Okay. Okay. I see. Unbound creep tumor hotkey. Imagine trying to put down creep tumors in a StarCraft 2 game. Must be a Zerg. But yeah. What was I gonna say? Ah, yeah. So Gamer does not actually send the Overlord to the front of the base. So he's sending it to the side of the main, and gonna try to hit that scout timing, a proper scout timing, which is gonna be now. In the meantime, let's see. We're gonna have pretty much the same. No, never mind. Okay. We've seen this one. And I'm curious. Okay, so we're gonna have Hellion Banshee as a starter. Uh-oh. We're gonna have a single Marine. Is Gamer gonna see this? Is he gonna see this? Is he gonna see this? Is he gonna see this? I think he's gonna see this. Yep, he sees this. Does he click on it? That's the question. Oh no, he doesn't click on it. Gamer! No, Gamer! No! Gamer! Well, he pinged it, but he doesn't know what that is. The problem is, he has no idea, at least not yet. This could be anything. This could be an armory as well, as far as I'm concerned. This could be a straight up Hellbat push. Alright, Banshee out, and we're gonna have the battlecruiser starting. Gamer, if we have to like take away something, is his scouting. He has the scout timings down. He did not click on the Overlord once to actually check what's happening. At least maybe he clicked on the minimap to see what it is, but he did not select the Overlord, that's what I mean. And we did not see him click on the fusion core, so it was not confirmed what it is. He has no idea, at least not for now. And once again, he's back to suffering, but he is not 100% sure about it, because last time there was a armory as well. So this could be a pure Hellbat push as well. Let's see. Will we have a teleport from the battlecruiser? The battlecruiser is going to move around the map towards the third base. There's going to be an Overlord here that is going to give GamerHells a heads up. In the meantime, only 50 workers on the side of Gamer. Now he has to make more queens, I believe. 8 queens technically should be good enough. He needs to make a couple of Zerglings, as 10 Zerglings is not going to be enough. Maybe he can... Nah, it's just not enough to leave 1 queen, and 6 queens might not be enough for a battlecruiser. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Building speed is halfway done already, as well as 1-1 has started. It's like a third completed. Or a quarter. Well, it doesn't matter too much, as it's not going to be relevant for this particular fight. Lings are going to try to take down these Hellions, but those Hellions are going to burn them up to crisp. In the meantime, wait. Okay, we did not lose the battlecruiser. Oh, there's the BC. Okay. Not too many Hellions lost. Only the Banshee has been lost. Okay, that's even better. It's better for ToonDragon, I mean, obviously. And ToonDragon is up 32 supply. Gamer is supply blocked. Just as we talked about it on, I believe it was Neo Humanity, I think, where we propped him up a bit. Hello, Patches! Thank you for the 100 biddies! Thank you so much. Thank you for the cheer. With the go, go, go. Not like this. Not like this, as those Hellions are going to encounter the classic 88 supply block. Yes, sir. I know that one as well. I also know the 44 one, the 36 one. I know 36, 44, 52. There's a couple of supply blocks that are quite notoriously known by me. Let's just put it that way. There's plenty more Hellions over here. Do we have an armory right now? We have 2 armories, so there's potential for Hellbats. I wouldn't mind if Toon just pulls back these Hellions, repairs them, and just moves out with everything. Tanks and all of that. These Hellions are active, but the surround is coming up. Oh, Gamer is going to take him down. Even gets a couple of Banelings blown up there, so it's not the worst thing in the world for ToonDragon, as it doesn't show the Banelings, but it's quite a lot of Banelings that have been blown up to take down those Hellions. So yeah, I'm not sure how worth it was that for Gamer. I mean, I think just getting the Lings is fine. You would need to remake Lings anyways, and in case you have an attack or something like that, then you're safer. Let's just put it that way. Spire is already out, as well as the infestation pit is on the way, so I guess that's gonna be for the hive. Well, this is gonna be for infestors mainly, or swarm hosts. Actually, we haven't seen swarm hosts either. Spore Crawler is being taken down. Queens are coming in. And the first 6 Corruptors are on the way as well. A Yamato Cannon. Oh, third Battlecruiser is actually in a bit of a rough spot. But he could team up with these. And just go away. 4th Battlecruiser on the way. Alright. We're gonna have a full-on mech game over here on our hands. So we're a couple of minutes away from the 2-hour mark in this series. But so far, honestly, it doesn't feel like it has been 2 hours. I'm gonna confess that to you guys. It might have been slow after that first exhausting game, but the 2 players have actually shown quite a lot of endurance for a best of 7, a Diamond 3 best of 7, by the way. Also, Patches, speaking of ranks, congrats on that 5k, man. Absolutely amazing performance. I'm so proud of you, man. Huge congrats to Mr. Patches. Oh, Battlecruiser's getting caught. Oh, barely taking him down. Huge shout out. Go follow Patches, guys. Yeah, I saw that as well, but the point is, you made 5k. You achieved the goal, and it's amazing. And that's top 120 or something, right? On an A. So that's quite nice. Imagine, from now on, I am working with 2 Grandmasters, and I'm working with a soon-to-be back in Masters player in the form of Ace, so Hellions are gonna be taken down. Oh, top 100 right now. Okay. 150 by the end of the season. Nice. GM 150 is actually really good. Like, imagine you're in the top 150, and even if we count like Masters 1 accounts that would basically qualify, imagine you're probably in like the, like, do we count like, you know, you're in the top 1000 in the world basically. I'm pretty sure. Like, I was even generous saying 1,000, but might be even that number might even be lower if we count, like, you know, if we count 300. Sorry, what am I? Why did I say 300? Well, I guess we can count like 300 per server, so that's like 900. You know, roughly 300, because I was counting like Masters 1 accounts that could qualify for GM but don't play enough. Which, now that I think about it, they might just be, you know, the alt accounts of like stuff. Top 2000? I don't know. Is there any server that's so competitive that they have like actual players trying to break into master from Masters 1 to GM and they can't? While having like hundreds of games, or tens and hundreds of games. 1121 for your peak. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, Hellions are once again going down, and Corruptors catching up with those Battlecruisers. That's nice. See, top 1200. If we want to round it out for the next 100. That's crazy, honestly. Like, we've been playing Counter-Strike 2 with Gamer, and we're trying to get him in the top 2 million. I'm in the top 1.7 million or something. And I'm only like, what, 6k rating or something. I would be like a top 30 GM in StarCraft with that rating. But anyways, so we have the classic turtle shenanigans here from ToonDragon. We can see he has a couple of on-siege tanks, so it's actually quite... I'm disappointed in ToonDragon's capabilities of sieging up tanks. Oh, he's moving them. Let's see. It's not sieging them up, so disappointing. disappointing. Finally, he moves out most likely. So he's gonna leave a couple of tanks at home, which is absolutely acceptable. He has 18 tanks, 4 battle cruisers, and he has 3 Thors already. He's maxed out. They both have quite a bit of bank. ToonDragon's is more on the balance side, a bit more on the mineral side, of course, but that's kind of natural. And oh, the links are getting burned to crisp. This is actually looking amazing, and now everything is actually getting blown up. All the Thors are getting taken down as well. Beautiful stuff here on the side of Gamer on one. Oh, actually he's maxed out again, and ToonDragon is closing in on that max out once again. Army supplies are going to be much better for ToonDragon because he has less workers. So if he does that last round of units, is Gamer remaxing a roach? No, it doesn't look like that. It doesn't look like that. He's making a lot of these. Oh, I believe those roaches are going to turn into Ravagers. Most likely. Will that be the case? Apologies. Okay, turret is being taken down. And this is only ToonDragon's 5th base that is going out over here. In the meantime, Gamer is on what, 6 bases. It's on 8 hatcheries though. It has 2 macro hatches, which is nice. So there comes a point where you actually only need to inject like your front hatcheries, kind of, and you can just move your queens semi forward, and every now and then you just send a couple back and inject the closest hatcheries. Because you're gonna have so many hatcheries that the larva production is gonna be fine if you don't take like super massive losses before stacking up more larvae, of course. Okay, it's gonna try to move in here. He should break in with those banelings, not with the lings, and it's gonna move in, take down the tanks, of course. And now the Thor's coming in from the right side. Everything else gets taken down on the left side. Beautifully done here by GamerHells. He needs to try and get away with these units over here. It's gonna be maxed out once again. 74 lings on the way. Oh, and remember this upgrade, guys? This was a thing. It was called Pathogen Glands. Pathogen Glands increase the infestor's starting energy to 75. Now we have Pathogen Glands removed, and we have 75 starting energy for the infestor. Still, I believe the fungal was a bit better right now, right? I think it was a better fungal. And there's the neural as well. Neural parasite on the way for the infestors. He should make infestors right now to gather energy, because those infestors require what, 125 for the neural parasite. Corruptors coming in. Let's see. He has tactical jump. He has to jump away. Gonna lose 1 battle cruiser. And in the meantime, everything gets taken down in the top. Actually, at the 12 o'clock position. On the top left. 12 o'clock position, CC has been lost. And Gamer is actually doing great moves over here. Another command center has been dropped. Look at that. I love that this is a ToonDragon thing. So whenever I play against ToonDragon, I'm gonna be careful not to get into the late game, because this is looking mighty scary. Uh-oh, ghosts are on the way. We have 1 nuke already, and we're gonna have 2 more nukes finishing up close in the near future. Now corruptors are going after those battle cruisers, but the Thors are actually mowing them down. Uh-oh, and ToonDragon stopped attacking them. Could have destroyed every single corruptor. 5 more corruptors on the way. 5 Ravagers morphing in 64 lings. If the lings surround a Thor, they will mow it down. The important thing, they need to somehow surround Thors, every single one of them, you know, 1 by 1, or just surround multiple at a time. Now I don't know how the AI works. I mean, obviously if you A move, they should surround all of them. I'll try to do so. Okay, it's gonna move in. Let's see. Oh, nice bios and nicely done there on both sides actually. So ToonDragon is solid on the defense there. And ladies and gentlemen, I just realized we haven't seen a single Viper in this series. We've seen Infestors in the first game and never ever since. And we're gonna see Infestors again. But let's see if that's gonna be enough or not. Sensor tower on the way. It's going to have sensor tower coverage in the center as well. Actually, it doesn't have coverage in the center perfectly. Yeah, it's a best of 7. But this is indeed the final match. This is indeed the final one. Winner takes the series. 4 more hatcheries on the way. Okay. And all of them are on bases that can be taken. And ToonDragon does not have information about this one. Uh-oh. Battle cruisers are gonna move over here. Gonna be a cancel. Started to use Viper long after this series because I figured out how much I hate Infestors. Same for me. I think I still believe in Infestors, but I shouldn't, honestly. In the meantime, oh, beautiful bios here, just breaking the wall. Okay, gonna take down this planetary most likely. Oh, beautiful bios. Planetary will survive. These BCs are trying to just do whatever they can to actually keep up the pressure. Gamer has a huge bank. ToonDragon once again is lower on the bank, but still close to supply blocking and close to maxing out. What am I even talking about? So yeah, I'm close to maxing out, so that is great. Creep spread is insanely good for GamerHells. He should replace the creep in the center, I believe, but other than that, he's already at this location. The only thing that bothers me personally is if ToonDragon manages to secure one additional base, it's gonna go away with this game, honestly. At least it feels like it. So Ghost Mech is actually quite crazy. We have 3 nukes ready. Bit of a Lingbane Ravager hit squad over here. What can Gamer do to actually break this? So I believe, since there is like, needs to be careful first of all. It's gonna mow down this planetary. Nicely done there. It's gonna try to mow down as many command centers, just try to break the economy. Oh, but now everything just comes in, and I don't know if that's what you want to do. Nice bios. It's gonna try to go for some exit bios. Beautifully done. Okay, nicely sniping with those Yamatos. Also, at this point, I would just break these rocks, because this is so annoying. Tors are just you know, sitting there. 3 ghosts on the way, but nothing too fancy. The problem is Toon is on 30 workers. There's gonna be a 170 army supply if he maxes out. Uh-oh. That might actually look really bad for GamerHells. GamerHells is moving in, but this is not a maxed out army. The problem is, this is Roach Ravager Lingbane with a couple of Corruptors as support. And that is not gonna be great. He needs potentially lurkers, ultra something. He needs something over here. He has all of these. Does he have a ultra den? No ultra den so far. Basically forgot about it, I believe, or I don't know. Uh-oh, 70 more Corruptors for what? 3 battle cruisers? Hopefully that... Oh, there is a Great Aspire. Okay, so that might just be for Broodlords. This is such a Horror move, just going for Broodlords. Difference is, Horror is a turtle. You cannot out-turtle him even with Terran, so... That's the main issue. Uh-oh, there's so many workers over here. Oh no. Too many workers. Yes, Charlie. It's done in a moment. No worries. Hopefully, at least. It's like one fight away from being concluded. I'm not sure why ToonDragon is not maxing out. Like, ToonDragon could just go for a couple battlecruisers, couple Thors, you know. He would spend his bank, of course, but he could go for... Yeah, definitely wants food, I know. Like, these are cheap units for GamerHells, and it's gonna be difficult to replace these. Uh-oh, and ToonDragon is going for that massive army that we've been talking about. The problem is Gamer doesn't have this.
Charlie!
Thank you for the redeem. Gamer is not mining efficiently. Oh, he doesn't know about these. Oh no, 31 workers. Gamer! That's 2 bases worth of workers over here. Everything's going to expire here. Oh no. Oh no, that's 1 worker shy of 2 mineral lines. Oh, this is absolutely devastating. When I'm pretty sure you were devastated when you found out about that. Uh-oh, this is the freshest base that's gonna get mowed down. Uh-oh, you need to be careful. Need to pull. Actually, do you even need to pull away the workers? I don't think pulling away the workers does anything to you right now as the Zerg, as you have 70 plus workers. So, oh, you weren't destroyed. Wow, I would have been like, fuck, you know, especially if you run out of money. Oh, all the broodlords are in one place, getting caught in 4K. Basically, that's what happens. Queen's here. Ooh. Okay. Oh, almost. Close enough. Do we even have overseers in the game right now? There's no overseers. There's 23 overlords. There's 23 overlords, and all these battlecruisers are actually making really good progress with the harassment. And honestly, slowly but surely, GamerHells is falling apart. If these drones are being found, then yeah, it's gonna be quite difficult. Detection was that? Yeah, exactly. Okay, it's gonna move away everything that he could. Once again, a couple of those broodlings are going to land. Oh, but those shots are actually quite crazy. Quite crazy, if I have to say so myself. And these queens are here meant to provide the support for these broodlords. But the question is, what is gonna deal with the battlecruisers in this case? There is battlecruisers left, right? Yeah. Everything is gathered together for potentially the last fight. Oh, beautiful usage here on the broodlords for GamerHells. Doesn't have +3 air carapace, so there's that. But I believe we're gonna have a single fight over here. Oh, and those broodlords are actually falling off the skies, and those stores are still intact. Tank is gonna go down, but everything is dealing with those broodlings, and GamerHells barely touching all of these. This is looking absolutely devastating. Uh-oh. Oh. No. No way. No way. Don't tell me. He has to see this. He has to see this. Uh-oh. There's no way, right? Well, I believe this is gonna be it. Neuros. Oh no! Every single infestor! A single one has a neural. All of them have been burnt of energy, and now everything is just going to fall. And there's the GG. GamerHells has to tap out. But ToonDragon playing an amazing series and actually managing to take down GamerHells in 7 games. Finally, the mech prevailed. As obvious as day. At this level, guys, mech is really hard to beat. Okay, really hard to beat. We've seen mech 3 times, 2 classic mechs, 1 battle mech. All of them were Terran wins. You know, I don't have to say it. You know what that confirms. I'm just kidding, by the way. Beautiful series by Toon. Used whatever had to use. And yeah, but that's gonna be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you GamerHells for submitting this. Congratulations to ToonDragon. This was, even if it's like a year-old series, it was nice to go back and see this old patch and these old maps. And I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, don't forget to subscribe. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.